Imagine two people both craving emotional connection but battling the fear of abandonment. What happens when two people with anxious attachment style come together in a relationship? Can it work, or is it a receipt for a heartbreak? We're going to dive into this subject in today's video. My name is Luna A. May, and I'm a life and attachment style coach and the author of books on attachment style. What attachment style are you? And understanding and overcoming anxious attachment style. And in today's video, we're diving into the unique dynamics of a relationship between two people with anxious attachment style. So let's start from the basics and let's discuss what the anxious attachment style is. Anxious attachment style, also called preoccupied attachment style, is a form of insecure attachment style that is characterized by extreme fear of abandonment. People with this attachment style often feel the need for reassurance in their relationships because they feel that love is conditional. And this is a result of their upbringing when their parents or caregivers were inconsistent. This attachment style is characterized by overthinking, excessive seeking of approval, difficulty setting boundaries, and hypervigilance in looking for signs of rejection. So why do two anxious people are driven together? Because the most common relationship is between the anxious and avoidant attachment style that are attracted to each other by their differences. And here we have two people that are very similar and have similar needs. And this is what also draws them to each other in the initial phase. They share mutual desire for closeness and connection, and their deep empathy and openness can really create a deep initial connection. So this kind of couple tend to communicate a lot, share everything with each other, and you have this impression of a really deep connection. But on the other hand, it can really become overwhelming at some point because both of the partners are using the other partner to fill this internal void, and the intensity of these emotions can be really strong. So there are some common challenges that this kind of couples are facing, and the challenge number one is the reassurance overload. So as discussed before, each of the partners may use the partner for reassurance. And if they are not getting this reassurance straight away, it creates anxiety. And this is a constant loop happening all the time. So this is really draining both of the partners after some time. So for example, if one partner sends a message asking if the other one loves him or her, and normally when the confirmation comes straight away, they feel reassured and everything is fine. But if for some reason the other partner cannot answer straight away because they are at work or they are engaged in some other activities, this creates the overthinking loop and creates real conflict between both partners. And this kind of situation may repeat pretty often. And because of the fact that normally the other partner is reassuring the person, they are used to this. So if there is even slight change in dynamics, they react really intensively. The other challenge of this kind of couples is the fear of conflict. So because both of them fear conflict, they don't discuss subjects that need to be discussed. And over time, it creates a lot of problems because they don't have good communication, because both of them are avoiding talking about subjects that are difficult. And this only intensifies the feelings of insecurity in both of them over time. The other challenge, the third challenge, would be the emotional overwhelm. Because, and this is caused by this constant over-analyzing and anxiety in the relationship. So this is a constant loop that is creating lots of emotions, a lot of negative emotions that start to be overwhelming at some point. But of course, this relationship has also the strong points. First of all, there is this mutual empathy. So they are both very attuned to the emotions of the other partner, uh, and they are very empathetic. So when they see that there is some issue, they try to understand. They try to comfort their partner. They try to explain. So there is no not this dynamic as with the avoidant partner that doesn't like to see the emotional side of the anxious partner. Here, both partners understand the emotions of the other partner, so they create a really good bond. They are both really committed to relationship. They want it to work, and they try to help the other partner emotionally when they see that something is wrong. So what to do to make this relationship work? First of all, practice self-reassurance. So try not to rely on your partner for reassurance. Try to deal with your anxiety on your own. Try to control your emotions on your own. You can use some techniques like meditation or breathing that will help you calm down in situation when you start to overthink and stress about certain aspects of your relationship. Second tip is to practice open communication. So as you usually try to avoid conflict, try to communicate issues in a calm and open way without judging the other person, just providing information about how you feel. Because the other partner, your partner, will understand it completely because you have the same way of feeling the world, feeling the other people. You feel emotions in the same way. So if you approach a conflict situation with openness and without judgment, they will for sure understand it, and it will help you to resolve some conflicts in the long term. Another thing is to learn to set boundaries, because you both have issues with boundaries, and this is why there might be some emotional overwhelm in the relationship. You both need your personal space to prevent emotional burnout. Another thing you can do is to address childhood wounds together, because your attachment style comes from the same issues in the childhood. So this is your strong point. You both understand your situation and you can work on it together. And the other tip would be to consider couple therapy, because professional therapists can help guide you through the whole process in a structured way, and you might achieve those results much faster than working on it on your own. But what is important to remember, your strength is that you are very similar, so you can understand each other. So just take into consideration all those tips and think about your strengths and weaknesses and work on them, and think about the strength that you are both feeling in the same way, so you understand how your partner is feeling, and also you know that the way you are expressing your feelings will be understood. And this is a very strong point, because in a relationship of an anxious and avoidant partner, there is a different perception of some things, and there is where all the misunderstandings come from. So use your strengths and work on your relationships, and for sure it will benefit you in the future. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you have any questions, please share them in the comments below. I always answer all the questions, and see you in the next video.